Rocky Mountain National Park.
Rocky Mountain National Park.
The best of the Rockies.
The best of Rockies.
Rocky Mountain National Park, RMNP, in Colorado, shows off the best of the Rocky Mountains. Its air is fresh and clean.
Rocky Mountain National Park, RMNP, in Colorado shows off the best of the Rocky Mountains.
Its mountain lakes mirror high peaks above them.
Each air is fresh and clean. Each mountain lakes mirror and high peaks above them.
The park is home to mountain lions, moose, and many other wild animals.
The park is home to mountain lions, moose, and many other wild animals.
Nature lovers can enjoy the park by car or on foot.
Nature lovers can enjoy the park by car or on foot.
Young Mountains.
Young Mountains.
Rocky Mountain National Park is a small part of the Rockies. They stretch 3,000 miles, 4,828 kilometers, from Canada to New Mexico.
Rocky Mountain National Park is a small part of the Rockies. They stretch 3,000 miles, 4,828 kilometers, from Canada to New Mexico.
Compared to other mountain ranges, the Rockies are young. They were pushed up between 165 million years ago.
Compared to other mountain ranges, the Rockies are young. They were pushed up between 165 million years ago.
The Rockies form the Continental Divide. The mountains divide which way water flows.
The Rockies from the continental divide. The mountains divide which way water flows.
Water on the western side flows west into the Pacific Ocean. Water on the eastern side flows east into the Atlantic Ocean.
Water on the western side flows west into the Pacific Ocean. Water on the eastern side flows east into the Atlantic Ocean.
The Continental Divide. The Colorado is an important river in the western United States.
The Colorado Divide.
It starts in the park and flows southwest into the Gulf of California. Along the way, it supplies water to several big cities.
The Colorado is an important river in the western United States. It starts in the park and flows southwest into the Gulf of California. Along the way, it supplies water to several big cities.
The Poudre River starts nearby. However, it flows east, joining larger rivers until the water flows into the Gulf of Mexico.
The Catchy Poudre River starts nearby. However, it flows east, joining larger rivers until the water flows into the Gulf of Mexico.
From Moose to marmots. Rocky Mountain National Park has wet areas and forests of pine and aspen trees.
From moose to marmot, Rocky Mountain National Park has wet areas and forests of pine and aspen trees.
Mountain wildflowers dot open areas with bright colors in summer. The trees stop growing at about 11,000 feet, 3,353 meters. This is called the tree line. Above this line, it's too cold and rocky for trees to grow.
Mountain wildflowers dot open areas with bright colors in summer. The trees stop growing at about 11,000 feet, 3,353 meters. This is called the tree line. Above this line, it's too cold and rocky for trees to grow.
Different areas in RMNP are home to different animals. Elk and deer feed in the fields and forests. Moose wade in wet places and chomp plants there. A few bobcats, mountain lions, and black bears live in the park too.
Different areas in RMNP are home to different animals. Elk and deer feed in the fields and forests. Moose wade in wet places and chomp plants there. A few bobcats, mountain lions, and black bears live in the park too.
Different areas. Some animals live above the tree line. They include bighorn sheep and marmots, which are one of the largest members of the squirrel family.
Some animals live above the tree line. They include bighorn sheep and marmots, which are one of the largest members of the squirrel family.
Marmots can be spotted on warm, sunny rocks. If they sense danger, they squeak. In rocky places, pika dash around. They look like big hamsters, but are more like rabbits.
Marmots can be spotted on warm, sunny rocks. If they sense danger, they squeak in rocky places because around. They look like big hamsters, but are most more like rabbits.
About 280 kinds of birds have been seen in RMNP. Eagles and crows ride on mountain winds. One bird stays on the ground and blends in with the earth.
About 280 kinds of birds have been seen in RMNP. Eagles and crows ride on mountain winds. One bird stays on the ground and blends in with the earth.
In winter, its feathers turn white and blend in with the snow. About 200
In winter, its feathers turn white and blend
kinds of
in with the snow.
birds have been seen in RMNP. Plan a visit. One road inside the park lets drivers climb up and over the Continental Divide. This road is closed in winter when snowdrifts can be more than 20 feet, 6 meters deep.
One road inside the park lets drivers climb up and over the Continental Divide. This road is closed in winter when snow drifts can be more than 20 feet, 6 meters deep.
People who love hiking can leave the sound of traffic behind.
People who love hiking
Some
can leave the sounds of traffic behind.
put their tents near mountain lakes and rushing creeks. Others follow rocky paths to climb the park's tallest mountains.
Some put their tents near mountain lakes and rushing creeks. Others follow rocky paths to climb the park's tallest mountains.
Autumn is a special time to visit the park. Aspen leaves turn bright yellow. People also come to watch and listen to elk.
Autumn is a special time to visit the park. Aspen leaves turn bright yellow. People also come to watch and listen to elk.
History of Rocky Mountain National Park.
History of Rocky Mountain National Park.
Native peoples once lived in and traveled through the land that is now Rocky Mountain National Park. They spent summers camped in the beautiful valleys.
Native people once lived in and traveled through the land that is now Rocky Mountain National Park. They spent some summers camped in the beautiful valleys.
Settlers and gold seekers began arriving in this part of the Rockies in the mid-1800s. For settlers headed west, these same mountains were hard to cross. They had to drive their wagons over the steep passes.
Settlers and gold seekers began arriving in this part of the Rockies in the mid-1800s. For settlers headed west, this same over the steep passes.
Others built mining towns in the area. In 1915, the president signed a law creating Rocky Mountain National Park. Today, much of the land that surrounds RMNP is also protected.
Ocean built mining towns in the area. In 1915, the president signed a law creating Rocky Mountain National Park. Today, much of the land that is surrounding RMNP is also protected.
A popular park. Each year, more than 4 million people visit RMNP from around the world. During the summer months, some parts of the park get crowded. Sometimes there are traffic jams.
A popular park each year more than 4 million people visit RMNP from around the world. During the summer months, some parts of the park get crowded. Sometimes there are traffic jams.
Still, anyone who can hike a mile or two can find a way to escape the crowd.
Still, anyone who can hike a mile or two can find a way to escape the crowd.
Connections.